Welcome back to Spotlight, radio reveling in the arts and entertainment. I'm Ginny Wolf. I'm here with Ian Galligan and Voni Kengla, she's playing Louise and GYPSY. He is directing GYPSY. GYPSY opens tomorrow night. It's such a great show. So let's go back. Why did you choose this show, Mr. Galligan?
Well, it is a great show. I love the classics like Hello, Dolly and Mame and these big golden age, big musical numbers. You know, when musicals were musicals, not to pick a fight here, but, you know, when you could leave a theater humming a song.
Right.
Which it doesn't happen very much anymore.
No.
I don't think.
And this, you know, those musicals fit beautifully on your 3-foot stage storefront in Meriden.
16 feet.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it had always been on our list, and we did Hello, Dolly a few years ago. And, so after a few years went by, we thought, okay, time for another big leading lady show.
Yeah.
And it's always been one of my favorites. And so we're doing it, and we have a great cast.
Yes.
I couldn't ask for a better group of people.
Oh, that's so much fun. So much fun. So it opens tomorrow night. It's the Castle Craig Players in Meriden.
Yes.
Tickets, if you can get them, are...
Yeah. We run through August 10th, but we're all completely sold out. So we've added a show on Thursday, August 8th.
That's so
at 7:30, which went on sale this morning. So... Get them quick.
Hop on it. CastleCraigPlayers.org.
Yep.
Exactly. And now, are all your shows, are all the GYPSY shows, the cafe seating?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
We started doing that year-round now.
Oh, so you did? Because I think when I saw Charlie Brown, it wasn't.
Yes. Back then, we used to just
that was a long time ago then.
Yeah. So people love that.
Yeah. So you can bring your own snacks and beverages if you'd like. Which GYPSY's a great show to do that. Yes. To toast along the way. So you have, if you're not familiar with the story GYPSY, I can't imagine, but if you aren't, it's about GYPSY Rose Lee, who was it based on, was she real?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's based on her memoir.
This is how much I know. I just know the show. But even more so, it's about her mother, Mama Rose.
Yes,
Rose.
Despite the title.
Exactly.
It's more about her mom.
Exactly. And she was definitely a pushy stage mom and had 2 daughters, and kind of how that all plays out. One of the fun aspects of it, though, there is a wonderful number with 3 strippers, and you got something pretty cool going on with that.
We do. This show is very costume specific, especially the strippers. And so we are lucky enough to have the Bob Mackey designed costumes from the Bette Midler TV movie of GYPSY from 1993.
How did you do that? That's just so cool.
We'd spent a lot of time researching rental costumes from all around the country. And some things were great, some things were not great. And so I connected with the people at the TDF Costume Collection, Theater Development Fund.
Yeah.
I'd been to their, twice a year costume sales, and you can kind of get a peek at their inventory, but you can't really touch it.
Yeah.
And so I finally, we made an appointment and went down, and it's the stuff that they have, you'll just recognize, like, from shows. It's just like,
that's so
and then you
cool.
we look in the label, and you see names like Christine Ebersole, or like Jane Lynch. I had a random jacket, and it was Jane Lynch as Miss Hannigan and Annie, and they're just like, yeah, sure. Whatever.
Oh my gosh.
And they're really great. So their kind of mission is to rent to nonprofits, and it's very affordable.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know that. I didn't know that.
It's a wonderful, wonderful organization, and which
I belong, but I just get cheaper theater tickets through it.
They have a huge warehouse in Astoria.
Okay.
And they're great. You can send your measurements, send your stuff, and if you're not local, they'll pull it for you. If you're local, which is great. So I was able to we went down there, and we just
I would love to
spend an entire day. It was incredible. So we have the 3 strippers. We have the cow that winks and blinks and smiles, and we also have a good number of costumes from the Bernadette Peters revival as well.
Oh, okay.
So we kind of pulled from both.
Right. How nice.
Yeah. So they're beautiful.
Oh yeah.
It's just. It makes the show so colorful and lavish, and just to see the intricate beading and the sequins and the way they're made.
That's the thing, and we love community theater. We live for community theater. But when it comes to really extravagant costuming, you run up against a brick wall because you don't have customers who can sew that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's when it came down to, like, do we try to make it and fudge this, or do we just make the investment and do it? And one of Voni's strip dresses is 9 pieces. And it's just all completely rip away. And the snaps are so incredibly hidden under sequins. It's like...
And you change into it in 15 seconds?
I think she has 15 seconds to get into it. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, what fun.
Yeah.
What fun. So, again, it's Gypsy at the Castle Craig Players at the Elmira
F. Stephen Memorial Playhouse.
Exactly, which is a cute little storefront
in Meriden.
In Meriden,
right,
and you get tickets at castlecraig.org. So now, Voni, tell me about your experience as a stripper.
As a stripper, stripping, that one is limited. Although I did participate in the World Naked Bike Ride 3 times.
There we go. All right, get a leg up.
No, I mean, I was a theater major at the University of Hartford. That's not stripping. But
No,
yeah.
I'm being silly. Tell me about playing Gypsy.
Yeah, and
Louise.
So I just graduated from the Hart School. This is the first thing I've done post-grad.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, I have, this has been a dream role of mine for a long time. I've loved the music since I was a kid, and I'm stoked to be playing someone my own age. I normally play people older than me.
That happens in school.
Yeah, so it's very exciting to, I feel like I really relate to her on a lot of, different aspects of her life. She goes through a long journey in the show. At the beginning she's quiet and awkward, and at the end she's Gypsy Rose Lee.
Yeah.
But
she sort of does it out of spite in a way, doesn't she? I mean, her mom pushes her, but she's also going to take it further.
She's pushed in, literally pushed on stage, and then kind of realizes, oh, maybe I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, Mom, I don't need you anymore.
Right.
Which is a healthy relationship, but nobody likes to see it coming.
Of course.
What was the most challenging thing about the part? You'd always wanted it. Was there a surprise?
I think the most challenging thing is connecting the Louise at the beginning and Gypsy Rose Lee at the end and making them the same person. Because it would be very easy for them to be two completely separate characters.
Right.
So kind of weaving together the...
Because there's not a lot of transition. You literally go from being the nervous girl on stage.
I go change costume.
You change your costume. And she comes out with this confidence that jumps several years in 15 seconds. So it's we don't get to see that progression. So
right.
It's all about...
So you had to let people understand where it came from.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a bit of a challenge. Huh? So aside from costuming, Mr. Director, what was the biggest challenge for you?
Oh, gosh. Challenge?
What wasn't a challenge? Should I say that? What was easy?
I always think it's a creative challenge to make these huge shows work on our little stage.
Yes.
And how we can make it work without enormous set pieces. But I like to say that it gives us a chance to show the characters in a more intimate experience and environment without relying on the smoke and mirrors that you might have on a bigger stage. Creatively, it's been very rewarding because of the amount of time and work that the leads, especially Voni and Lauren, who plays Rose, and Bill, who plays Herbie, we just would do so much table work and so much reading and research, and that's what I love. I love, especially when you're doing a show that's based on real people. We have this text, and you really get to know them more than the script provides. Right. And so we would they all read Gypsy's memoir and with the other stuff, and we would just talk. And then the blocking and stuff just came. It didn't feel forced. It was just there, and it was beautiful.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And that, that's not necessarily the way a lot of theaters do approach their productions. You get the script and you learn your lines and you go and put it on stage. But yeah, really understanding your character does give you an edge
and when
to your performance so much deeper. Yeah.
And when they're based on real people and you can read about them. And it was similar to when I directed Grey Gardens. These are real people, and there was video footage and books, and same with these guys. There's so many books about Louise and June and their mother, and
so many different opinions too.
Yes,
right.
So it's really, and there's a lot of holes too, because Gypsy says one thing in her memoir, June says something else in her memoir, and then other historians say other things. So there's still these mysteries, which then we get to fill in the blanks.
Yeah, it's all subjective.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is kind of fun. Yeah. So you open tomorrow night, but the only performance you now have available is Thursday night, August 8th?
I think there's a handful of tickets left for the second to last, let me see, Friday the 9th.
Oh, okay.
There's a handful left for that, but we just put Thursday the 8th on sale this morning.
Oh, that's exciting.
Get them while they're there.
I know, and what fun as a cast to be selling out and having to add a show. That's like a dream come true for any actor.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can get tickets at castlecraig.org.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit, though, about the Castle Craig Players and the spot that you're in. You've been there for a long time.
Yeah, they were founded in 1992. In a smaller space, kind of around the corner.
A smaller space.
Even smaller, yes. And then they moved into that space, I think, in their second or third year.
Yeah.
I did my first show there in 96. I was Tiny Tim in A Christmas Carol. Aww. And then they've been there for, 27 years.
Yeah.
And active and never, had a dark year. And so it's come quite a long way. Just from the structure of the stage and technically and what every show we kind of build up to, the amount of instruments we have in the pit, to technical stuff and lights and sound and so we're going into our 27th season, which will start right after this with The Star Spangled Girl by Neil Simon.
That's right. You have auditions just coming up.
Actually Sunday and Monday night at 7.
I saw that, yeah.
And then we're doing Almost Maine after that.
Oh.
And then we have a holiday show that's hopefully going to be announced soon. Just pending royalties. And then we're doing Next to Normal in the winter. And Steel Magnolias, great show for ladies, just saying. And this time next year will be Sweeney Todd.
Oh, terrific.
Yeah.
That's a wonderfully...
It's a nice season.
It's a great season.
Yeah.
Yeah, a great season. Fun. So now, are you direct... Where do you almost... I feel like you run the theater, and
I'm the vice
could be wrong about that. Okay, so you kind of do.
Melanie Del Sol, who founded it with her father, Warren, who passed away a few years ago, she's the president, I'm the vice president, and we have a creative... sort of committee as well that we pick the shows, read the plays, and pick directors from those.
Yeah.
So I mainly direct the musicals. I stick to what I know. But it's funny. Somebody the other day asked me if I'd ever directed a play, and I said no. And I was like, oh yeah, I never have. But I think I'm terrified to direct a play.
I would be the other way around.
I don't know. I rely on musicals. I don't know. They just come easy to me. But yeah. So we have several directors and yeah.
That's great because it's not so easy to keep a theater running and
it takes a team, a hard-working team. It's another full-time job.
Yes.
It's absolutely another full-time job.
Yeah. And do you all own the space or you rent the space?
We rent the space. We have a long-term lease there.
Yeah.
So we're good. But,
well, it's funny because I get involved with so many different theater companies, and the ones that don't have their own space are always like, oh, we wish we had the space. And the ones who have the space, whether renting or owning, who are responsible for upkeep and da-da-da-da-da. It's like, oh, but it's so much of your concern and finance has to go into keeping your space up. Yeah, so it's a double-edged sword each way.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
But what fun. So GYPSY at the Castle Craig Players, castlecraig.org for tickets on Thursday the 8th or Friday the 9th.
And I just have to shout out to our season sponsor, Thompson Chocolate in Meriden, Connecticut.
Oh, very nice.
Yes. They've been very good to us. And they provide the chocolate that'll be on your tables when you get there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And chocolate included.
Chocolate included.
All right. Yeah. We're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we'll chat more about GYPSY. So don't go far. You're listening to Spotlight on WLIS and WMRD. Welcome back to Spotlight Radio, reveling in the arts and entertainment. We're chatting with Ian Galligan and Voni Kengla. She plays Louise in GYPSY. He's directing GYPSY at Castle Craig Players, opening tomorrow night. However, sold out, except for Thursday the 8th and Friday the 9th. So you can get your tickets at castlecraig.org. And there's chocolate.
There is. There is.
Which is lovely. That's absolutely wonderful. Yeah, so now you said that you have kids and dogs, and tell me about the cast. Where do they come from, and what's the range of everybody? That's crazy.
Yeah, we have a cast of 20.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Tell me about it. And they come from all over the place and range from, I think the kids are 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Maybe 9, 10 to, seasoned veterans.
Right, thank you. Yeah, sure.
Yes. Lauren Lynn plays Rose. She's from Stratford. Voni is Louise. Bill Rodman from Southington is Herbie. Chelsea Dacey, who's done a bunch of shows with us, is Dainty June. Ainsley Dahlstrom is Baby June. Madison Rella is the younger version of Louise.
That's right. So that's where the kids come in. They're the little ones for,
And then Marsha Howard Karp is Mazeppa, and she's a hoot. She's so funny.
Yeah, I've known her for forever.
And Kathy Wade and Lisa DeAngelis, who have both done stuff with us before, are Tessitura and Electra. Mike Sooney is Pop, and Tyler Case is Tulsa, Nixie Asula, Logan Molinari, and a bunch of other old and new faces.
Yeah.
So it's a good bunch.
Yeah.
And everybody brings something.
Are there animals? No.
There's a dog.
There's
we have a dog.
You do have a dog.
Yes, she's an angel.
Yes.
Yeah. Was it a cast member's dog?
It's actually
You don't have Bill Berloni supplying?
No. It's supposed to be Rose's dog, and Lauren was like, my dog can do it. We were like, great. She already knows you.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, and she's so good on stage, like, to the point where she doesn't move.
Yeah.
And
really?
Last night I was like, are people going to think it's fake? Because she's literally frozen. And I'm like, move, dog, move.
She's just relaxed.
She's not taking direction.
No.
She's a diva and she knows it.
That's right. That's right. Don't you tell me what to do.
But children and dogs, I guess, sell tickets.
Yeah, good point. And a big cast helps sell tickets as well. Yeah.
And Chris Coffey and Aaron Coffey are a theater power couple. Chris is our music director. Aaron's our choreographer.
That's great.
They're great. Oliver Kochel and my great assistant director and stage manager, who I would be nowhere without. And Dusty Rader did our lights, and they look great as always. And yeah, we have a good bunch.
Very nice. So are you, tonight's dress, are you ready? Sometimes you get to a point and you say, all we need now is an audience.
Ask me at about 10:30 tonight. No, it's good. The show itself is in beautiful shape. It's just the logistics, and I like to have motivated set changes, so it's not techies in black running out moving things. I like to, because I think that breaks the motivation for the audience. So all the set changes are very choreographed and stylized with intention. So that's a bit of a challenge, and we kind of run into hiccups there. But once we're back in a scene or a song, it's there.
Yeah, but even so, it sounds, because that's also a problem. Is you get a set change and the audience sits there and they wait and wait and wait and
there's nothing.
It's nothing to watch. It's
worse than a long set change.
Yeah.
Oh, it kills me.
So it sounds like you have the cast doing it.
Yes.
Yes.
And we have them timed down pretty quick.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you get 12 bars of music.
Right.
And I'm like, we're not repeating it. Let's go.
Yeah. We're not going to spend any. And I've only been backstage once, but that's not a lot of space for 20 people, plus costumes.
And a 6-piece pit we have too. So
is that backstage?
They're behind the stage. Yeah, they're all the way upstage. Wow. And then we have a green room behind that.
Yeah.
And then we have a basement downstairs with dressing rooms and and a actor bathroom and everything like that. So it's a lot happening in a very tight space, but it's a lot of good things.
Oh, it's fun. And it's so wonderful to be in a small, intimate space as an audience member. You get to see every twitch of an eyelid. And it makes it so much more important when you're on stage, knowing that there's not a lot of distance. And I think, well, of course, being community, we're not at the Bushnell, we're not at these huge stages, but still, you get into some of these middle schools and high schools, and you might as well be on Broadway. You're so far away from everything. Yeah. So this is a lot of fun. And as an actor, you can see
the faces and you connect with the audience. And it's great to be that close. And especially when we have these costumes, it's like, you could literally reach out and touch them. Please don't. But
exactly.
But people are going to get to see them way closer than they would anywhere else.
I cannot wait to come and see the show. Yay! I can't wait. We'll be there with our little bottle of rosé, of course. Betsy was one of the
amazing
the Rosé Mansion ladies.
I love it.
So again, it's Gypsy at Castle Craig Players. There are tickets for Thursday, August 8th and Friday, August 9th. But other than that, you're out of luck. So log on to castlecraig.org now to get your tickets and plan your your meals and libations to bring along. I think we came to see you in Santa Lan Dyers, and I brought my girlfriends. I have a group. We call ourselves the Cosmos. We have martini glasses, these little cafe tables. Yeah. We had more food and cheese platters and pictures of Cosmos.
Yep, people go all out.
All out, but then you balance it on your lap because. But it's well worth it.
Yeah.
Well, break a leg. I'm so excited. Thank you for coming and chatting about it, and I'll see you next Sunday.
Perfect.
Everybody out there, come and see GYPSY if you can. Otherwise, find something this weekend. Get out there. There's so many great things happening. And if it's free, find the basket and throw the money and support these arts. Even when we make it free, it still costs lots of money to take care of any of this stuff. Next week, I'm kind of excited. I'm going off campus tomorrow to interview Jamison Stern and the director of Fully Committed, which is opening at Theater Works. I'm very excited, and I love Jamison Stern. I think he's so fabulous. So until then, get out there. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. And we'll be waving other things that, find the music, find the outdoor theater. I think they're performing out at Gillette Castle again. They had to cancel last weekend because of the heat. So, all right. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next Thursday.